All right, guys, this is highly likely to be, fairly likely to be an absolute top. Let me show you why. We're going to zoom into this, and every time we zoom into this, obviously the angle is going to get wider. So let's zoom into this first. And we're right down to 10 minutes now. We're at 10 minutes. I'm going to expand this a little bit so you can see it better. And I'll show you why this would be a good place to short and possibly top. Okay, so we're zooming way in as you can see. Whenever you have a breakout bull trap, it's always a good place to short. Whenever you have a breakout bull trap, it's always a great place to short. Notice the pattern here. There's a breakout, and then there's a retest. It just touches the line that we broke out of real quick. Breakout, dump, and then there's a retest. It just touches the bottom side of the line that we broke out from. It's just always that way. But if you didn't notice, you're thinking, well, what's this line based on? What's this big long diagonal, this line based on? I have to show you, zoomed back out again. So let's zoom right back out again to show you where this is based. Oh, I didn't actually finish this line. Here. I'm going to finish this line and make this perfect. Yep, there we go. We have two shoulders, inverse shoulders. One shoulder, and this one was the shoulder that broke out. You see? Let me make this a little bit more precise here. There we go. So what do we have here? Yeah, you got it. This is a technically perfect rising wedge. We've got one shoulder, the head, this head is huge, and then another shoulder, and then finally a breakout that makes everybody bullish. Hey, we broke out of this rising wedge. It's going to turn into a running wedge, and we're just going to double in price now. That rarely happens. If that happens, and this is the case, you just get liquidated and you try again. Literally, you can't win them all. So, but as long as you win 80-90% of your trades, you're going to be a billionaire. That's only if you use absolutely quantitative analysis. So here, let's zoom back into the second green dot. So zooming right back in to the second green dot, and the second green dot shows us that we have another rising wedge at the base of and at the end of this huge rising wedge, and the same thing happened. So if you ever read the Bible, so above, so as below, as above, so below, or something like that. Anyway, this is what a fractal is. The same exact algorithm that decides to pump this and then dump it is the same algorithm that decides to pump this and dump it, is the same algorithm that decides to pump this and dump it, is the same algorithm that decides to pump this and dump it. You see, that's just how it is. They don't use different algorithm. Oh, it's a 1 minute candle, let's use a different algorithm. That's not what ends up happening. It's just one algorithm, and it applies to all time scales, daily, monthly, even. So the same thing happens large, and the same thing happens small. Okay, so let's zoom back out and look for a couple other hints that this might also be the case. So we got this rising wedge. Rising wedge isn't enough. We need to zoom out to see if there's a bigger picture with the same kind of bull trap setup. That's interesting. What's this big long red line all about? If you didn't remember from the first intro, here we are. Ta-da! Oh, you don't see it yet, huh? Let me zoom out a little further, Bam. Nah, I didn't finish drawing this line either. Ta-da! Perfect. And once again, we have a shoulder, a huge head. These heads normally aren't this big, and another shoulder. And guess what? Yep, we broke out past current prices above this neckline again, this long red neckline. Perfect place to dump when everyone's bullish. Hey, we just broke past the last 6 months high. We're more expensive than the price 6 months ago, or how long ago was that? Yeah, about 3 months ago. So we're attempting to break past a year and a half ago's high price. We're contesting it, and everyone gets bullish, and the news cycle starts picking up, saying, hey, we're bullish, Bitcoin has been on a roll. That's when all the rich people are shorting. So that, and I was going to show you one other thing. Um, you know what? I don't. Oh yeah. Okay, let me zoom right back in now. So we're going to zoom into 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and I can still show you this. 1 hour, and zoomed in. Here's the price from what, April. This is April. This is the high on April. What I did was I drew a blue line. I'm gonna make this thicker. 4 pixel thick blue line is the price from April. So we're almost in July. So that's a good 3 months ago. Let's follow this thick blue line over, and what do we get? Perfect. You see that? We just broke past, again, another bull trap, past this April's high, and then we retested April's price exactly. And then what else is there to do? I mean, we failed once, we retested from the underside, just like this red line, just like what we did to this red line. We broke past the red line, failed, dumped, and then we retested. Actually, we didn't retest under this red line yet, did we? So we might still. This might not be the absolute top, but it's pretty darn close. It's worth small money, 100x short, and if the same scenario happens again where you get a tiny little breakout and it starts to stall, do another one. Eventually, you're going to get 800% or 1,000% returns on your money, and it'd be smart to keep doubling your money every time. If you don't know how to do that, then just read a book on gambling and risk management. It's pretty awesome. Statistics make you rich. And so do I. Bitcoin-fund-manager.com. Bitcoinfundmanager.com.